you are single for multiple reasons, but being fat is not one of them. And I am tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing, oh, I can't find a man because they don't like big girls. No, we're gonna debunk all that today because I am a plus size woman and I'm single. So I'm gonna explain to you all the reasons why you're single, but being fat is 99% not the reason. Maybe 1% of the time it could be the reason, but 99% of the time it's not.
So do you want me to? Want me to? So do you want me to? Want me to?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Leslie and I'm super excited to do this video because this is something that I feel like has been on my heart and my spirit to talk about. You know, I'm on social media, so I see all these things all the time. I see how you guys think and I see the comments, and I understand that we want to be in a relationship. 99% of us 80% of us wants to be in a long-lasting, loving relationship with the man of our dreams or the woman of our dreams. And I feel as if we, as a plus-size community, use our body as an excuse for why we're single. The reason why this can't be true is that there are so many happy, long-lasting relationships and they're plus size. There's a lot of plus size people in happy relationships, so that can't be the only reason why you're not in a relationship. So we need to just take that out of our head and really get down to the root of the problem, because the root of the problem is really you at the end of the day. So let's get into it, because I'm single and I can say this to you. You know, they say it takes one to know one, and I know one. So if you would like to subscribe to this channel because you love the honesty, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so that way you can see all the amazing videos that I do. So let's get in to why I believe most plus size people are single. Let's start with the main question. Leslie, are you in a relationship? Are you dating? What is your status? I'm personally single. Technically, I'm single. I am dating someone seriously, long distance. Is it gonna move on to something more serious? I hope for it. I pray for it. However, I do feel as if he has everything it takes to be a husband. So I'm doing everything that I can to make our transition very seamless, and we're just friends first, and that's what makes it so awesome. Like, I really like this guy, but I really more appreciate him. I don't ever see this man not being in my life, because like I just appreciate him as a friend first, and then obviously like I'm attracted to him, all that. But we'll see. You never know what's in God's plans for you. But yeah, I really like this guy, so that's my relationship status at this point. However, I'm not pushing the relationship too hard because I have a lot of goals that I want to hit. He has his own thing going on, so if it happens, it happens, but I'm not putting any pressure on that because I just have so much going on. So that's where I'm at. And then I've been in 2 relationships prior to the guy that I'm dating right now. Seriously, like that. They were my boyfriend, I was their girlfriend, and I've dated plenty of men in the past, but these 2 relationships are proof of how you look doesn't really matter. My first relationship, he liked plus size women, he appreciated me, he liked me. The reason why we didn't work out was it wasn't very mutual. I broke up with him because I felt like he wasn't elevated enough to keep me, and that sounds so bad. It sounds so bad, but I don't mean elevated. I just felt like he was kind of stagnant and I wanted him to grow, and you can't push someone to grow. Like they have to want to do it for themselves. And there was a lot of lying and stuff, and I don't really appreciate liars, so that didn't work out. And then my second relationship, just like lack of communication. My boyfriend was a bodybuilder. He was very into fitness, and he tried to, well, he actually did inspire me to get into fitness, but he kind of pushed it too hard, I think, and it put a strain on our relationship. But even after we broke up, he knows I'm plus size. He knows I'm a bigger person. He knows that there's a huge chance I will never be skinny or a bodybuilder. Like, he knows it's not like really my goal, and he still wanted to be back in a relationship with me and try to work things out. And obviously, if weight was such a big factor, he loved me for my understanding of things. So that's my side of the story, and I'm sticking to it. So there are 2 examples of times where I was dating someone and it was just a mutual, we love each other, but you're just not my husband sort of thing, you know? But the reason why I feel like I haven't met my husband, or if I have, reason why it took so long, are these reasons I'm gonna provide to you, and I hope that it gives you some insight, because it might help you start realizing like, oh, okay, I have control over some of this, I can work on some of this, and it gives you some hope. All right, the first reason why you're single is because you're not the person that you are supposed to be yet to be in a relationship. I tell people all the time that I'm trying to become a woman because I feel like I've been living as a college student. Even though I live in my own apartment and I've been working a job and I've been independent for so long, I felt like a college student this whole time because I'm just learning and I'm growing. I'm trying to figure out the things that I like. I'm figuring out me, and I never got over the hump of like being a woman. And what I mean by that is just like carrying a purse, carrying mint, carrying vaginal wipes, being girly, just being a woman, like, you know, just having that part of me set. They say that you have to attract what you want in your husband. So if you aren't that person, if you're not the person that you're trying to attract, you're not gonna get that. So for example, if you're a plus size person and you are requiring a man that is really fit, you want him to have tons of money, you want him to have his whole life together, he smells good, he cooks, he cleans, he does the whole nine, but you don't do any of those things, you're not gonna attract that person into your life. So what I would suggest is you trying to be that person. You go to the gym and be fit, you cook and clean, you try to earn your own money and be a boss, and then you'll attract other bosses to you. Now, are there people who are like the damsel in distress and they're like, oh my god, take care of me? Like, sure, it does work out. Not every relationship is the same. However, all this is gonna do is help you become a better person at the end of the day. I'm a wife now. I carry a purse as if I'm in a relationship because I know my husband's gonna forget his mask, so I carry 2 masks in my purse. I know that my husband's probably gonna ask me for hand lotion, and I'm a woman, so I like to keep my hands moisturized. It's just little things like that that I wasn't thinking about, but now I'm acting as if I'm in that position where I have all my stuff together. And I feel like being like that will attract the right person because I'm there. Like, I am going to the gym consistently, so I'm gonna meet someone who cares about health. I'm taking the right steps to be the best me. And then you'll attract someone who's the best them. Now, can you grow with someone? Absolutely. Like, you don't have to be 100% set to be in the relationship that's meant for you. You know, people grow together all the time, but at the end of the day, you want to be the best person that you can be, because if God brings your husband to you and you're like not ready, you're underdeveloped, you have traumas you haven't worked through, you haven't gone to therapy, you are not confident in who you are, you might run off your potential future because you weren't ready mentally. So just take care of yourself and be the person that you want to attract. That's my first set of advice, and I hope that helps someone. Another reason why you could be single is because your confidence is super duper low. If I'm at a bar and a man comes up to me and he says, oh, you look beautiful today, and I say, no, I don't. Ew. Like, why would you say that? No, I don't. Like, he's gonna automatically be like, okay, I guess you're not, whatever. Like, you already made it weird. And when you have all those insecurities and you're putting that out first, it really affects all the people around you. It's not just you. When you have low confidence, it makes people feel uncomfortable. It makes people feel awkward. So when you're like, oh my god, I hate this about me, I hate that about me, like, for me, that's just annoying. Like, when people come to me and they're like, I hate this, I hate that, I get frustrated because I'm like, all right, I don't know, what do you want to do about that? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to hear about it. How are we gonna fix it? But people rather complain about how not confident they are than to fix the issue. So I would suggest doing personal development. If you don't like your body, work out, go to the gym, eat healthy, take the steps to be where you want to be, but fall in love with yourself amongst that journey. Say, oh my gosh, you know, I might not love my body, but I love how committed I am to my journey, so that's a positive side to me. You don't have to love everything about your body. Hell, there's so many things I'm insecure about. The guy that I'm dating now, I called him one day before we met, because like I said, he was long distance. To him, I said, I have something that I'm insecure about and I want to talk to you about it, and if this is not something that you like, then cool, like, just let me know and then we could just move on with our lives. And he was like, what is it? And I was like, I have these horrible burns on my arms, on my back, and I don't know if you've seen it because it's on YouTube, but if you don't like it, I don't know. know, like it might be a turn off, and I'd rather just let you know in advance so that way you're not surprised. And he was like, yeah, I've seen it a couple times, like I don't care, you know? So I made it like, if there's something that you're really insecure about, talk to him about it, and then once he says, okay, I'm good, don't ever bring it up again. Don't ever bring it up again, and move forward, because that's annoying to always be like, oh my god, I'm so ugly, like oh my god, the burns, like so, like get over it. We talked about it, move on. And another reason why being confident is an issue is that if you're not confident, you'll let men walk all over you, you know? You'll accept anything. You'll lower your standards because you don't believe that you deserve to be treated good, because you're like, well, I'm ugly anyway, so I'm just lucky to have this guy around. And then they won't commit to you because you're not requiring him, because you don't feel like you'll find another guy. It just really is a huge thing. Being confident is like everything, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. If you don't fight for yourself and say, these are the things I deserve as a woman, like you'll never get what you deserve at the end of the day. So this is for anybody. Like, just being confident regardless of your size is key. Nobody wants to be with someone insecure. And if someone is happy looking for insecure people, that's because they're probably a little bit predatory. They know that you have low self-esteem, so they go for that because they know they can get whatever they want from you. You know, be weary of that. But so be so confident that you're okay with people walking away from you. It's okay for you to say, you know what, this is, I don't appreciate this. And if they are not willing to come to your level and say, I'll fix that, then let them go. There's plenty of fish in the sea. You deserve so much better. You know, I wasn't always super duper confident, but after practicing and learning to love myself every day, it just gets easier. So another reason why you might be single is that your potential partner isn't ready for you. You could be ready for them. They might not be ready for you. If you meet your partner at the wrong time and he has anger issues and he yells at you and he's abusive to you early on in the relationship, he can ruin any chance of having a future with you because he's not developed to be your husband quite yet. You know, you don't want to rush and find your person until they're ready. Your partner could be someone who is a workaholic and is in a position in their life where they don't feel like that they can date because they're busy with work. And if you meet them in that part of their journey, you'll be like, oh my god, he always works, he's not there for me, he doesn't have time for me. And if that's because it's the right person, wrong time. So it might not necessarily be anything wrong with you. It just might be that the partner that you're meant to be with and it's being molded for you is not in the position to be in a relationship with you right now. So there might be someone in your life where you're like, oh my god, I'm in love with them and I know they love me too, but for some reason it's not clicking. Give it time, be patient. Obviously date and do the things that you need to do to move forward. Have your standards, but maybe in the future it might come together. So be patient. Everything happens for a reason. Calm your ass down. Another reason why you might be single is because you may be expecting your partner to make you happy. And that, my friends, is where everybody gets all messed up. Okay, you have to make yourself happy first. You have to be your own person. You need to be able to live the rest of your life single and make yourself happy. It might not be your goal, like dang, you might really want to be in a relationship, you might want to meet the love of your life, but when you need a man, figure out why you feel like you need a partner. You need a man. It's not about need. Wouldn't you prefer to be wanted over needed? And I'm the guy that I really like right now, he said, he said to me that he was like, you're not used to being with someone who doesn't need you. And that really struck a chord with me because it's true. Like, I've always needed to mold the people that I'm with. I wanted to help them. I wanted to make sure they're okay. I always had to check in with their emotions. And for the first time, it's like, oh, I don't have to check on you as much. And I don't have to make sure you're good because he's a set person with his set goals and his set mind and his own life. And he doesn't need me, but he wants me, which is really super duper amazing because I don't have to be like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Oh, you don't have to worry about them because if they're already happy and they make themselves happy, they won't need you for that. Just like you shouldn't expect anybody to make you happy. If you set an expectation like he needs to do this to make me happy, he needs to do that to make you happy, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You should be able to do all those things that you need to make yourself happy, and then he should just be the cherry on top. And I tell people that all the time. You do not need a man to make you happy. Be independent, be happy, and have your own goals and dreams. And that way when you're meeting someone who's on the same level, you guys kind of mesh together and your lifestyles mesh together because you're not so focused on what he's doing in his dreams and what he's got going on. You can focus on yourself, which is way better than being focused on someone else's dreams and their wants. If there's one thing that I know successful men love women that have goals and vision, because they like to uplift them. They like to be like, oh well, here's a tip, let's see what you do with that tip, and then they get excited for you. But they're not like, you better have $1 million, you better have a job. You know, that's the beauty of someone who has their own life together, because then you can go, like, once you come together and have your own dreams and goals, there's no pressure. It's like, if you want to work. If you don't want to work, don't work, you know. But as long as you have your own thing going on, don't be waiting for me, because I'm busy. I'm trying to take care of our family. And the last reason that I have written down here, you're not believing what men say to you, or you're believing what they say to you fast and not asking them to follow through on it. A man will tell you what they want. They'll tell you, hey, what are you looking for in a relationship? Oh, I'm just, you know, we'll see, going with the flow. Going with the flow literally means going with the flow. It does not mean, oh, in a future I'm looking for a wife. If someone you're with doesn't say, I'm looking for a serious relationship, I'm dating you for a serious relationship, I'm looking for a girlfriend, I'm looking to settle down, if they're not saying that, then they're not saying that. Does that make sense? If they're not coming out their mouth to say, I'm looking for a serious relationship, that means that they don't know what they're looking for, and they don't care to know what they're looking for at that moment. Either they don't care, or they're looking for a friend, or they really are just going with the flow. So don't get upset when you're dating someone and they made it very clear that they're just going with the flow. And you're like, well, we've been seeing each other every day and blah, blah, blah. But he told you up front he's going with the flow. He never said he was looking for anything serious. Take his word for it. Now, if someone says, I'm looking for a serious relationship and I'm trying to pursue something serious, then you could be like, okay, let's see. This is what's important to me. Communication. I need to hear from you every night. I need to hear good night. He does it the first night, he does it the second night, third night, doesn't happen. Fourth night, doesn't happen. Hey, remember when we first were talking on the phone and I told you that this is important to me? Please do that, because it's very important to me. Yeah, I got it, babe, I got you. Happens one night, happens another night, stops happening. He doesn't care to do something that's simple and important to you. And that should be a clear indication that he's not serious about you. Let him prove to you that he's serious about you. Some of you guys are gonna disagree with me, because I know us women, we have our needs. If someone says I'm serious about you and you don't know if they're being intentional, because not everybody's honest, not everybody's telling you the truth, don't give it up in the bed too fast. Let them wait. I mean, it could go one of two ways. If you can't wait a couple months for some whatever, then maybe he's not serious about you. If he disappears because you're not giving it to him, or if you give it to him and then he disappears, there you go, easy answer. He wasn't really there for you, he was there for that. So the only way that you can protect yourself is to just not give it up and be straight up honest about it. Hey, I'm celibate until I don't have sex with people I'm not in a relationship with. If you're not looking to be in a serious relationship with me and you're looking to having fun, that's not me. Tell them, and they'll be like, oh, okay, cool, I got it, da da da. And they might keep trying, like, oh, you sure? Oh, you want to hang out, da da da. You still celibate? They'll try that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I know the person I'm meant to be with is coming, so I'm willing to be patient. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with getting what you need. So if that is the case, you're like, oh, I have needs, then find someone who will provide those needs for you. Know that that's what it is. Be like, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship with you. This is what we're doing. You know, he could be attractive, he could be funny, he could be everything. Like, there was someone that I was friends with. We knew what it was. I knew that I would never be in a relationship with him, but we were just attracted to each other, and he was very much aware that I would never take the next step with him, because it was not like that. I could never with him, because he just mentally, he was like a negative Nancy. It just didn't work. Like, I just couldn't imagine being his girlfriend. So it was easy for me to get what I needed physically from him, you know. But obviously, once I meet someone that I'm serious about and I know they're serious about me, cut off, like, done. You know, you can date multiple people until someone commits to you, but for me, I just like to concentrate on one person so I don't get confused. That's just me personally. I like to get to know someone. I give it a couple months, and then if I don't see it going anywhere, or if my requirements are not being met, I usually move on. I hope this video helps you guys. I don't know, I just feel like you guys needed to hear it. You're not single because you're fat. You're single because you're not ready, or your man's not ready, or you just gotta be patient. Focus on you. Hit your goals. Hit your physical goals, your financial goals, your mental goals. Go to therapy, figure out your life, get your body right. If you want to have babies, you want to get healthy for your babies, right? I'm not having kids though. That's y'all. That's a y'all thing. I'm talking to y'all. I'm not talking to, you know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'm more than welcome to answer all your questions. I answer all my comments, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
So do you want me to? Want me to? So Do you want